Hello everyone, my name is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video because we are going to be talking about something that I am so passionate about, which is Walt Disney World music loops. Yes, that is literally the music they play in the background when you are walking around the park. The music loops. Disney music loops are so iconic because when you're walking around the park, you pretty much only subconsciously hear them unless you're really paying attention to it. Disney has done math about how far the speakers need to be apart to perfectly create transitions of music loops between lands. The people who have composed these music loops are absolute geniuses, and every single one is fitting for the environment. Like, it just absolutely flawlessly fits in with the scenery and is such a big part of the immersion of entering into the parks and the different lands within them. So today we are going to be going over my top 10 favorite Walt Disney World music loops. So at number 10 we have the Thunder Mountain Loop, and I think one of the reasons I enjoy this so much is because it does bring back a lot of nostalgia from waiting in the Thunder Mountain queue. Like, it just makes me think of the mine train, the horn that plays, it's the wildest ride in the wilderness, the things like the interactive elements that they've since added to the queue. It just makes me think of so many things. The Thunder Mountain music loop is such a major part of what I think of when I think of Frontierland. I honestly do not think Thunder Mountain would be the same without it. It fits so well into the queue and it just works. At number 9 we have the Phantasmic pre-show loop. Now this one is a little bit more obvious. The music is pretty loud playing, and it is the music you hear when you are waiting for Phantasmic to start. It is full of Disney songs, but the Disney Channel version of Disney songs, so the ones the Disney Channel stars performed or sang back like in the 2000s, I believe, and it is that version of those. And of course it has my favorite song on it that I'm always waiting for, which is the Miley Cyrus version of Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. That literally used to be like the theme song for my channel, and it literally became a thing when we were waiting for Phantasmic on my DCP that we would sing Part of Brooke's World instead of Part of Your World when that came on, which is really sentimental to me. But I really do love how they mix it up and aren't just using the classic Disney songs we all know, but using the Disney Channel versions of them makes me really happy. At number 8 we have the Soarin music loop. This music loop is so inspirational. It really truly is, and maybe it is just like me remembering waiting in the Soarin queue, which like is never a good experience. Like, I don't think I've ever had a solidly pleasant experience waiting in the Soarin queue, but I really do love the music loop for it. It is, like I said, super inspirational. Reminds me of those orange groves, the scents from those from like the old Soarin, and I really do enjoy it. Now, I used to work in the Pirates of the Caribbean after the attraction shop a lot, so I definitely heard this a lot, but I've always loved the Pirates of the Caribbean music loop. I love how it kind of echoes through the halls as you're waiting in line, and it just feels like Adventureland. I honestly identify these music loops with so many memories. Something about walking up to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and hearing that music for the first time, I just like take a deep breath and I'm like, I am home, I am in Disney, it is wonderful to be here. It's super repetitive, like I will give you that, and I'm sure it can get super annoying if you're waiting in line for a long period of time, but overall to me I really love that music loop. At number 6 we have the Magic Kingdom entrance loop. This is the music loop that plays at the front gates to Magic Kingdom. It is full of classic Disney songs as well as songs from the attractions in the theme park, and the music loop just flows absolutely seamlessly. It just screams classic Disney 100%. It is the perfect transition music into walking into the Magic Kingdom. They structured it absolutely beautifully. I would never want that changed. The music loop walking into Magic Kingdom is so good. At number 5, we have the Tree of Life music loop over at Animal Kingdom. This never used to be on my list. It really didn't until about a year ago, and then I started listening to it and I found it is the best background music. A lot of these music loops are super inspirational, but it really does feel like Animal Kingdom. It feels like I'm standing in front of the Tree of Life whenever I listen to it, and it just reminds me of super happy memories. At number 4, we have the Pre-Happily Ever After loop. This one is so magical. So magical. It's the music loop they play right before the fireworks start, in between like little spiels like Happily Ever After presented by Pandora will start in 10 minutes or whatever they say. And it just makes me so happy. Like, there's just something about the feeling of you just had a whole park day at Magic Kingdom, you're sitting in front of the castle, you're waiting for the fireworks to start, you're really tired but you're also really excited, and you just hear this music and it just makes you happy. Whether it's reflecting on the day you just had or thinking about tomorrow and what is to come, it just makes you so happy and inspired, and it just also fits perfectly into the fireworks. Like, obviously the Happily Ever After soundtrack is amazing in itself, but the pre-show loop is connected into it too. Like, it just all flows together so well. At number 3, we have the Hollywood Studios entrance loop, and this does nothing but make me absolutely happy. The part that stands out the most to me in my mind is the bippity boppity boo portion, and it's upbeat, it's fresh, it feels like Hollywood Studios. I don't know, there's just something about it that makes it so magical. Number 2 is the Pandora music loop. So this is the music loop that plays around the area of the Pandora, World of Avatar, and Animal Kingdom. And I really like this music loop for a couple reasons. First off, it is a really great music loop. Like, I really do enjoy it, but it's amazing for studying to and working to. It is perfect for background noise at home, and it gives me all the sentimental feels when like the Navi River Journey part comes on, the Flight of Passage part, and all those. It reminds me of riding a Banshee, but it also was really good to focus to. Like, if you're looking for a new music loop to study to or whatever, this is it. Like, it is so good for that. I really truly love the Pandora music loop. And then finally, number 1, and this is kind of sad to me now. It makes me a little bit sad, and it is the old Epcot entrance music loop. They changed it recently. It was like this for years. It was amazing. It was the Future World music loop. It was what you heard when you were walking under the Epcot ball. It is what you heard when you were standing at the front gates waiting for them to open so you could run over to Soarin or Test Track in the morning at rope drop. It is what you heard while you were waiting in line outside for way too long when you wanted to ride Spaceship Earth. Epcot's my favorite park, and this music loop brought so many memories to me, but it's just also so good. Epcot is a park where you're supposed to be looking towards the future, getting excited for what's ahead, and the music loop represents that so well, and it makes you inspired. It makes you want to focus. It makes you want to do things and be excited for life, and motivates you, which I love. And it is another one that I study to, or used to study to, or concentrate to all the time. All the time. The Epcot music loop is my absolute go-to. It also features attractions in Epcot too. So you have like the inspiring Future World part, and then there's a little bit of Figment, a little bit of Soarin, and it all just works together and is so good. Hearing this music loop visibly and physically relaxes me. Like, if I'm stressed and I put it on, I'm just like and I just feel better. So some people out there probably think I'm absolutely crazy for going on about the music loops, the background music in Walt Disney World, but these are things that I just absolutely love. You can find all these music loops on YouTube. You can also check out Sorcerer Radio. That's what I listen to all the time, and where I find new ones a lot of the time too, new like attraction or themed area music loops that I really like. You can check out Sorcerer Radio. I love listening to them. And make sure you comment down below what your favorite music loop is, because I'm literally willing to try them all. Like, hit me up with all of them. I want to check them out.